Good to be here.
Man, we are so excited for you, and we are in record mode right now. Ladies and gentlemen, all around the globe, this is You Need to Bring It with Miss Maxine McKoy. Ladies and gentlemen, we are so excited because we want you to get ready to bring your talent, bring your gifts. Mr. Maxine, I want to give our guests an opportunity to say a few words to the network. What do you have as your opening statement?
Ladies and gentlemen, I am so excited to be here today with Kevin. The welcome to the future man is the way I call him. But listen, we're going to have a phenomenal conversation today about bringing it, what you need to strategize for your career and your life. And that's one of the things that I do as a career coach. And so I'm excited to be here and share these golden nuggets with you. So get paper and pen ready, so you can take some of this wonderful information down, because the whole objective is for you to apply it.
Oh, I love it, Sister Maxine. I love it. I love it. Hey, guys, right there, website. You see the website right there? I want you guys to blow that up right now. I want you to go to the website so you can learn more about her details of her service. She's going to tell you a little bit about that. But we're going to be talking about planning your future, planning even to talk to Maxine. You just can't call her. You got to be ready to talk to her too as well.
Hey, that's right. That's right. I am the level-less woman, helping others to have that mindset of being level-less. And that means removing all levels. Stop competing with yourself. Stop competing with other people. Establish what success is for you and achieve it on your own terms. So that's what level-less does.
Absolutely. Maxine, as you know, we've been talking about on other platforms about how it's important to be ready, to be professional, but also to have a strategy. That's our favorite word, I think, together, is strategy and a plan. So yes, we'll talk a little bit about, and we're mainly talking to business owners. I just got off the phone with some educators too today, and they've got some young people who are getting ready to start their business. But guess what? They need to have a plan. They need to start. So if you could give us some general information to get started, because we want people to call Maxine for an appointment. I want you to call her later on, guys, for an appointment and to get more details from our professional business called LEVELLESS.co.com. And I want you to be able to understand exactly what you need to do to be very effective today. So if you would talk to us a little bit about the general start, how we get started, Maxine, today in this area.
I'm so glad you asked that question, Kevin, because I have a workshop called You Are the Startup. Yes. And what that means is, first of all, you are your brand and the brand is you. That's the first and foremost that you need to please understand. And then secondly, when individuals get ready to start a business, one of the things that I emphasize is to understand who you are from your core. And what does that mean and what does that look like? Well, you need to understand, how do you take in new information and process it, which means how will your clients take in your information and process it? How will you even decide what the name of your business is going to be? But the most important thing is that you have to know who you are from your core in order to know what business are you going to go into. What's your passion? What are you passionate about? What's your purpose? Have you identified it? And so a part of You Are the Startup, we look at a 3D process. And what's 3D? 3D is discover your innate abilities, the ones that you were born with that no one had to teach them to you. And I guarantee you that's something that you're already passionate about. That's something that you could probably already define as your purpose, and you need to be walking in it. And that's right, you need to bring it. And when you know your purpose, that your purpose start leading you into what should your career look like? What should your profession look like? And definitely as an entrepreneur, what should the business look like? But if you don't understand who you are from your core and what you bring into the business, then how are you going to really move forward and put your best foot forward and do your personal best? So that's the first part of the D. The next part is to design a strategy, design a blueprint, design a roadmap. And that means you're going to have a business plan. And I know a lot of people say, well, I've done a business without a business plan. I started my business without a business plan. But guess what? Just last year, during COVID 2020, I wrote out that business plan because there was major components that I kept missing in that business plan. And so that's one of the things that we help you do, is to create the business plan. And that business plan, you have to create steps that you're going to take in order to meet that goal. So if you're going to be an entrepreneur or if you're already in business, you still need to have goals. Establish goals for yourself. One of the ways I establish goals is I journal. I use a journal and I published a journal. You know, you can easily go to my website and purchase it. But if you journal what's already in your mind and already what's in your heart and what's being downloaded, now think about it. When you're in a car, you start thinking about things that you can do. When you're watching TV and people are putting different items on the TV or giving different suggestions, what do? All these great ideas start entering into your mind. But if you have paper and pen and you start writing it down, as they say, you don't use it, you lose it. So we don't want you to lose all those great ideas because that could be the money maker for you. That's that $1 million idea. And so once you've designed it and you follow those instructions, there come a time that you probably would need some development. So that's the third D, is to develop yourself. Always be in a learning mode. Always be a continuous learner. Never stop learning, never stop reading, never stop being attentively listening to individuals, even Kevin and I today. You need to be listening to us with all these golden nuggets we're going to be dropping. And I trust that you're writing them down, because the whole objective of all this information that Kevin is bringing experts on to share with you is so that you can go back and apply it. So as a business owner, you want to have goals for yourself. 1, goals for the business. 2, and any employees that work for you, you want to make sure that they have established goals for themselves, because how are they going to know how to meet your expectations if you have not sat down and had this conversation with them? So that would be my first part of the golden nuggets. That might have been a long answer.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, perfect.
But yeah, those are some steps to take.
Love it. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here with Maxine McKoy, ladies and gentlemen, CEO and founder of LEVELLESSCO.com. Guess what, guys? You need to bring it. What is that? You say, I didn't tell them really, Maxine. What does that mean, really? You need to bring it. That means you need to bring your talents,
good
your vision, your heart, maybe even, right? Things that God has given you to do. We want you just to get to it. And I think God is even telling you, just get to it. He said, I can get everything you need inside you. So I love it. So everything that Maxine said is spot on, ladies and gentlemen. That's why we have her on the network to share. And another reason why this is so important for us, the design and business and discovery of your business, ladies and gentlemen, you want to make money, Maxine. Don't they want to make money?
Yes, you do. As they call, be that millionaire that you know you're capable of being.
Absolutely. We want you to make money, guys. As you've heard so many times, you're not making money. It's just a hobby. Okay. So guess what? You got to be legal. You got to be professional. You got to be set up. And, you know, as you was talking, Maxine, I was thinking about everybody has to understand you may get business with the state that you're in. You may get it with the county. You know, there's all kind of great proposals out there and opportunities for you to list into, you know, to apply for. But guess what? They're going to first thing going to ask you, are you legal? Did you get with a Maxine?
Yes.
Say, do you have a EIN number?
EIN.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you have a CPA that we can talk to check out your tax records to make sure that you're in business? So all that they have to produce, Maxine.
And it's so good that you should bring that point up, because a part of the program that I'm talking about, You Are the Startup, is that yes, you have to know the legal side of starting a business, and having all those legal documents in one place is necessary. So we talk about organizational skills, you know, and time management, but we help you to talk about how do you set up the folders in order for you to manage all of this information from a business perspective. And those legal documents need to go in that business folder called legal documents, you know, or the business documents, so you can find them readily. And having that EIN number, and then determining what type of business it is. Is it an LLC? Is it a sole proprietor? Is it a S corporation? Is it a corporation? Is it a nonprofit? You have to make those determinations, and you're going to need to know that even before you apply for that EIN number. And the EIN number is with the federal, And after you've, gotten that taken care of, then you have to turn around and apply for the state so that the state would know that you're in business. And if you're going to be selling services, that's one thing. But if you're going to be selling products and different type of products, you need to understand what part of the state you need to apply when it comes to registering your business with the state in which you're going to be doing business in. So yes, we talk about all those legal documents. And then of course the other thing is that you got to determine, are you HUB certified, DBE certified, what they call a small business certified. Don't miss those certifications, because that's going to help you to acquire some of those state, contracts or government contracts. You need to have those identifications, and you're done in Brad streets, what they call it, and the SAM numbers. You need to have all of that information. Don't do it alone. You have individuals such as myself out here willing and ready to help you.
Yep, that's exactly what we're talking about today. You need to bring it to Maxine. That's what you need to do, ladies and gentlemen. LEVELLESSCO.com. That's what you want to do. But seriously, guys, we want you to be prepared. That's the biggest thing, Maxine.
Yes.
Is being prepared. Being also, as I think one of your favorite words, is being knowledgeable.
Oh, yes. Always.
Oh, man, how many times have we heard this from Mr. Antonio T. Smith Jr.? Knowledge is power. When applied, you got to apply knowledge.
It is so great when you are with a group of individuals like-minded. When I say like-minded, I do not mean tunnel vision now. I don't mean going in the wrong direction. I mean, everybody is bringing it. Everybody owns their own expertise, and they're willing to share and support. So you have everyone inspiring each other. And that's another thing. You need a support group. Mm-hmm. It's nothing like having a support group, and also a mentor. Yeah. Let's not forget. And you need more than one type of more than one mentor, because you have so many gifts and talents, and you need different type of mentors. You might need a financial mentor. You might need a business mentor. So there's different areas of your business that you're going to need a mentor for. And then you might need to be the one mentoring others. So don't let your knowledge, let it continue to have a legacy. And let it continue to move and help others and bring others along and help them to get where they need to be going faster. Yes. By you sharing your knowledge with them. And then the other thing I would encourage is a sponsor. You need a sponsor. So see, Kevin serves as a sponsor. So when I'm not in the room, Kevin is saying, hey, listen, if you're talking about you want to talk to somebody about having a business startup, go to Maxine Phillips McKoy. She's the one that has that program and ready to work with you. Or he's going to drop my name in another environment, another situation when someone is talking about having a keynote speaker to talk about different areas in the business in which I'm doing, such as LEVELLESS, and helping individuals to know their worth. They know how to advocate for themselves. They define success, and they achieve success on their own terms. So LEVELLESS is a new concept out here, but it's not necessarily a new word. It's just helping people to remove those levels so that you can excel.
Oh, I love it, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, you need to bring it, ladies and gentlemen. With the vaccine today coming on. Thank you so much for being with us today, guys. This is very, very serious. So we're going to have some fun, but we want you to be very, very serious about your intentions and, of course, about your destiny as well. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, the founder, Maxine Phillips McKoy, ladies and gentlemen, discovering how to get and keep your dream profession, earn worth, and create the career you want. LEVELLESSCO.com. Now, we want to back up a little bit, ladies and gentlemen, because I did not get a chance to pull Maxine's bio to read it. So, Maxine, tell us a little bit about you and how you started this marvelous, marvelous company. Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am originally Maxine Pearl. And the reason why I bring Pearl in there is because, you know, Pearl, in order for it to become the beautiful gem that it is, you have to go through the grit and grind. Wow. And that's what life has done. We all go through trials and tribulations. I am from a family of 12. I'm the eighth. Eighth is new beginning, you know, and so I've always been that curious little kid that, like, mom say, go outside and play. I'm like, no, I want to be in here with you and learn everything that you're doing, the way you're doing it, how you're doing it, and so forth. I was that little kid that asked all kinds of questions. We think kids say why. I say what. or how. It wasn't the why that interested me. I want to know what you're doing and how you're doing it. You can tell me later on why you're doing it. And so, but for that reason, I was able to learn so much at a faster pace. And everybody used to say she's an old soul. But I love being around individuals that are at least 10 years older than myself because I gleaned all of their wisdom. But they say when you get wisdom, you must get an understanding. So they helped me to understand how to apply it. Now, did I make mistakes? Of course, I made mistakes along the way. But let me tell you, though, that one day when this manager told me that you would never be promoted without a degree, I'm like, oh, she does not know who she's messing with. Number one, I know who I am and whose I am. And number two, I already had those innate abilities. I knew that I knew what I was gifted at doing.
Yes, yes.
So I said to her, I know I do not have a degree. I have a high school diploma, but I'm helping this department, which is a marketing department, to continue to hit their goals 2 years in a row, $12 million. With the department that I ran of administrative assistants that helped the account managers that brought in the money to the department. And I said to her, I did not have to have a degree in order to help you meet this goal. Of course, it deflated me. Of course, it sort of like shook my confidence a little. But then I thought about it. Wait a minute. I know what my capabilities are. But ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, when you don't know what you're capable of doing and you don't know what you're naturally gifted at doing, then yes, someone will immediately take that confidence away from you. But don't you ever let them steal your joy, because you were created a masterpiece to begin with. So what Kevin and I do, we help you to make sure you identify what those skills are, what those gifts are, what those strengths are, what that innate ability is, so that you can go out and you can walk in confidence and do it. And so that's what I've been doing my entire life. I love helping people. And the whole objective is to help you to become your personal best. Absolutely. And I have a standard of excellence that I adhere to. And people with my clients will tell you in a minute, she goes beyond coaching. I coach to the whole person. That means health-wise, that means your interest, your career, your profession, if you're going to become an entrepreneur. And so, let me tell you, I've been in business for 10 years. And during these 10 years, I've had helped 10 clients to become business owners, 5 clients to become authors. So see, when you know who you are and you believe in yourself, the sky is not the limit. You're level-less. You continue to excel on your own terms. Wow. So that gave me the need to keep moving forward and continue doing what God created me to do. But what made me start the business was I worked for a telecommunications company, and they decided that they were going to close the site. And I was told that my job was redundant because this was a global company, and my job, someone else in another country, was going to be doing what I was doing. But because I'm a woman of faith, yes, and because I listened to my spirit, yes, and that happened in 2010 when I was told that the job was totally gone. But in 2009, I was given the vision. I was heard the Spirit say, you pay for this coaching class yourself, although they told you they were not going to pay for it. And I did. Yeah. And that's the catalyst that propelled me to start the business, because everything I needed, I got in that class. On February the 1st, they told me I no longer had a job. On February the 2nd, they told me didn't have a job. They wanted to keep me to the end of the year. But on February the 2nd, being in the managerial position I was in, I had to go close another office in Florida. Okay. February the 4th, while I was gone, God called my husband home to heaven. So you lose a job on a Monday, you go out of town on a Tuesday. Before you can get back in town that Thursday, your husband is in heaven. I had a choice. Yeah. I could have crawled under a rock and stayed there. That's devastating, to lose a job and a husband of 35 years. Yep. But I had a strategy. Yeah. I was already in the coaching program. Remember what I told you? And that coaching program gave me everything I needed in order to propel forward. And he already knew about the vision that God had given me to start the business. I moved forward and I've never looked back. I used my severance pay to start the business, and it was GAMS Unlimited initially, but the unlimited means when you know who you are, whose you are, you're able to articulate and communicate it, you move forward with your options and opportunities. I've transformed in these 10 years into LEVELLESS.
Yeah.
Unlimited, no end, levelless, no levels. Hey, you can't help but to succeed in that arena. And so that's how I got to where I am today. And I absolutely love it.
Absolutely. You can tell it, ladies and gentlemen. Maxine is bringing it right there. You need to bring it. That's what we're talking about. Man, the Lord gave me that title and said, y'all need to bring your stuff to him. Man. Y'all need to
yes, I love that title.
Yes, that's exciting, ladies and gentlemen. I love it. Maxine, I understand why you're so excited now, because the way you came up and the background that you came through, just incredible. We thank you so much for starting your company, but seeing the vision for yourself. Thank you very much for that, ladies and gentlemen. Hey guys, I want you to go to the website right there. Where's it at? Over here. There you go, right there.
Over there.
The website right there, guys. I want you guys to get some more information from Maxine about how to get started in your business. And we get ready to talk about our young people in a little bit too. We want to encourage our young folks too.
Yes.
This as well. We're getting ready to have 5 or 6 people come on the network next week. So we're excited about that. But I want you guys to go LEVELLESS CO, LEVELLESSCO.com. Once you guys go there and look at that beautiful, beautiful website she has, do your research and set up an appointment with her as soon as possible. I want everybody on this network to do that. I want you also to push this out as well. As you see this on the other platform, push it out, ladies and gentlemen, so we can get everybody started properly, professionally, and with some excitement, Maxine. Woo-hoo! That's what I like about it too.
Yes.
We're gonna have some fun, ladies and gentlemen. And that's what's exciting, guys. We talk to people and bring in people like Maxine because, first of all, they know what they're doing, right? But also they're a people person. They really care about the wholeness of you, not just your business side, right? You're gonna have I think you have a confidant, you're gonna have a friend, you're gonna have a mentor as well, as you need it as well. And we're just excited about what Maxine is doing here, ladies and gentlemen. You need to bring it. This is our global network today with Kevin Vaughan with you today. So glad you're with us. But Maxine, let's talk about our beautiful, beautiful young people. They need some help. They need some help on what to do. They're brilliant, they're smart, they got ideas, they got inventions, but they need some help. So you can't do this by yourself. That's what Maxine mentioned earlier. You got to get some help, Maxine. But let's talk to our beautiful young people out there, young adults who say, I've got an idea, but I don't know what to do, Maxine. What do I do?
Well, there are several ways, when you have ideas, and some people say, I have an idea. Some people say, I don't even know where to start, or I'm getting ready to graduate from high school. I don't even know what I want to do or what I want to be. Some graduate from college, like they've gone for the degree, but they don't know how to use the degree or what they're going to use the degree for. And one of the things that we take our pride in is helping you to assess you. And there's an assessment that we do, but our assessment is totally, I would say, unique. And it's called the Highlands Ability Battery. And it's an assessment, not a test, it's an assessment. And what it does, it assesses 18 of your innate abilities that you were born with. Yeah. Now, majority of the time, people know about the Myers-Briggs and the strong inventory and the DISC. Nothing wrong with those assessments, beautiful assessments. You get great results from them. But the Highlands assessment, we have a little bit of all 3 built into that assessment. So it's going to help you to identify not only if you're an introvert, extrovert, and a lot of people misunderstand what that means, because introvert means that you just get your energy by being by yourself. It doesn't mean that you just want to be a little withdrawn and not mingle with other people. Extrovert means that you like to talk your ideas out. You make decisions by bouncing them off of other people, and that's where you get your energy. But with this assessment, it also helps you to identify what career path is best and conducive and complementary to your own innate abilities. So that's what excites me, because I have individuals who come to me and they don't know, have no idea of what career direction to go, what profession to go into, what degree to go into, even what business to go into. But once they take that assessment, it's like an aha moment, eye opener.
Love it.
I had this one gentleman who came to me and he was so brilliant. And that's why he could not land on a particular career or degree path, because he was just so gifted. But after taking the assessment and we honed in on an area 3, I always have them to select 3 career paths so we can explore. Yeah. Once he started exploring the aerodynamics, oh my gracious, his whole body language changed. The light bulb went on, a smile came across his face. And to this day, that's exactly what he's doing.
Ooh.
I even do a whole family when it comes to assessment, the children, the parents, because some of them still trying to figure out what they want to be when they grow up.
Exactly.
And how often do we get that question? Ever since we're probably about 2 or 3 years old, what do you want to be when you grow up?
Exactly.
So you don't have to worry about that any longer. We have an assessment that can help you identify and discover, hone in on those innate abilities. So that would be something that I would encourage the parents to do when it comes to our young people. And the assessment started at 19 and 14 years of age and older. When you take it, you don't have to take another assessment. It will follow you, and you don't have to come back and take it because you get 10 years older, 20 years older. No, you are who you are because you're the masterpiece, and these are your innate abilities, the ones that you were born with. They're not going to change. You might do less of them as you get older, but it's not going to change. You still have that love and that passion for what you have a love and passion for. So that's one part of it. The other part of the assessment is not only to help you to identify the career path or even the degree plan, but what about the environment? What about the school, the educational institution that you're going to go into to learn? Is it going to be conducive to the way that you enjoy learning, the number of people you enjoy being around? Or what about the company or the organization that you want to apply for? Again, you need to know how your innate abilities is going to be received when you go into this particular organization. And does your values match their values? It's something to think about. And so we take all of that into consideration, whether you're a youth, whether you're a young adult, whether you're an adult, or whether you're getting ready to retire. Because when you're getting ready to retire, you still have those natural abilities that you need to be using. And we want you to still have that productive life after retirement.
Absolutely, Maxine. That's powerful. Ladies, that's why we want you to go there right there. You got it, website. I want 30 people, at least 30 people right now to go to that website and book that appointment. Come on, guys. We're talking about this is no time to be playing. I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, Maxine, we told folks, if you're playing, you need to go to the playground.
That's right. Right. We want those who are ready and those who want to be helped. Because when you have those two, I'll call attributes about yourself, you're going to do what it takes in order to propel and move forward so that you can be successful. Now, when you go to that website, there's a surprise for you. You get to have an opportunity to have an ebook. And that ebook is on journaling, making journal a part of your new lifestyle, way to journal, why to journal, how to journal, and the benefits of journaling. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, journaling is so therapeutic. It's so refreshing. It helps you to even, you know what, when you write, don't worry about grammar. Right. Don't worry about punctuations. Right. You just let it flow. Let it flow because it's so many great ideas in that written word that you put in on paper, and you get answers to concerns, to prayers, to situations. Amen. But don't go back and read it for at least 3 months. You're like, why 3 months? Because then you see the theme that's being woven through what you've written, and you see the answers that you've been looking for.
Oh, Maxine, that's powerful. That's why you need to bring it, ladies and gentlemen. Kevin Vaughan and Maxine Phillips McKoy, ladies and gentlemen, with us on our special guest on our network. Maxine, you talked about 2 key areas. That assessment. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, you got to take that. That is one of the keys to everything. The second thing I want to mention, we are human beings, and guess what? We are designed and created to express ourselves properly. So that's what we're all about. So it's so important, guys, to get your vision out, to get your word out through paper or ideas, whatever. Even if you got to even record it, if you got to record it.
Yes.
Later, whatever you got to do, the goal is to get it out so you can get it to a Maxine in this area and say, hey, Maxine, I got this idea. Here's my notes. What do you think? She'll get back with you and say, okay, here's what you need to do, and keep you moving forward. So we're so excited about Maxine Phillips McKoy being with us on You Need to Bring It, ladies and gentlemen. And that means
bring it
all the time. So we're excited about that as well. Maxine, one thing I'm excited about too is the fact that the future we've gone through a lot of stuff, and we don't minimize anything that people are going through right now. But the future is really so bright. It's amazing what is happening right now, whereas opportunity abounds. And we want people to start thinking about, what can I do to make things better? How about that? Can you talk about that a little bit, Maxine?
Make things better. We're so innovative. We are so creative. There was a commercial that used to come on about BASF. I don't know if you remember that commercial. It would say BASF does not make the product. They make the product better. So many times there's nothing new out here that perhaps you're not creating a brand new product. But what if you're looking at a product and you say to yourself, well, why didn't they put a top on this? Or why didn't they put an opening here? Well, you redesign it and put that opening, or you redesign it and put that top on it. And then you do a patent, you do something, what they call a sample of it. And then you can set a prototype. That's what a prototype. And then you can have someone else to help you, and then to talk to your parents and so forth, do your research. So that's one way of how we can help. The other way that we can help as business owners, we can look at giving back. We can look at sponsoring. I talked about an assessment. So you see someone in your neighborhood, in your church, in the community, in the school that would benefit from this assessment, but maybe perhaps they cannot financially afford it. So why don't you sponsor them? That's one way of giving. That's another way of doing it. The other thing, we talked about journaling, right? You could purchase a journal and gift it as a gift. Because I had gifted journal a program last year for the veterans, that you purchase a journal and then we send it to the vet. So you gift a journal. So these are the type of things that we can start thinking about, where we can help and pay it forward and help another person. The other thing is mentoring. You mentor, get a mentee, get one or two mentees, or have a little group. Volunteer for the Boys and Girls Club. You got the Boy Scouts and the Girl Scouts and the Brownies. You have all these organizations, and things are done virtually now. So you're not necessarily all meeting in person, but when you do have an opportunity to meet in person, you can give back that way. Or, see, I'm a brainstormer too.
Yeah, I love it.
Or you got kids who need school supplies. And summer is coming and they need things to be able to do. So maybe you can put a little gift box together and put crayons and markers and coloring books and puzzles and things like that. And if the kids in your neighborhood are going to the next grade, like I used to do with my kids, if they were in the second grade, they had to do third grade work in summertime. So give them books, give that they can read, give them puzzles that they can do, give them something that's educational that can help them continue to advance. And then hire some of these teenagers and start teaching them some of the trades that you're doing. So you never know that you pique their interest, and it could be that they already have a love for it. They just didn't realize it. Right. So these are no cost, in a sense, no cost items, because we have a lot of paper and pens in our homes. We have the shoe boxes that we can do and decorate. So we don't have to go out and purchase things. We just repurpose what we have already within our reach.
Absolutely. That's powerful. Everything you're saying, man, you can go out and get some boxes. Folks will give you free boxes before they get tore up, So
yes, exactly.
I know where to get them from. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is y'all. You need to bring it. With Kevin Vaughan and my wonderful guest, ladies and gentlemen, Maxine Phillips McKoy on the network, LEVELLESSCO.com, LEVELLESS. I want you guys, matter of fact, I'm gonna up that, like ATS would say, I'm gonna up this to 50. I want 50 people now to go there to the website, ladies and gentlemen, 50 people.
Hey.
Because we're gonna, you guys know my network, so you guys put it out there. I want you guys to push that out there for your family, for your coworkers, for your friends, and so forth as well. I love it. Maxine, one area that we love to talk about, I'm sure, especially with ATS, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll tell you more about that next time. But I want to ask how important it is to ask questions. Maxine, how important is it to ask questions? Don't go for years without asking the question.
And you know it. And you know it. Remember, I told you I was a curious little girl, and all I asked question after question after question. I still ask questions. There's no such thing as a dumb question. And majority of the time, individuals in a group setting, they would not ask a question because in fear that it does not sound right or they did not phrase it right. But just say it, be you, no matter what. Ask it the way that is best for you to understand. So when they give you the answer, it applies to what you just asked.
Absolutely.
But when you do ask questions, you got the how, the what, the when, the where, the why. Majority of the time, when you start asking why questions, it puts individuals on the defensive end.
Yes.
So if you switch that around to what?
Yes.
So what would cause an individual to think like that, opposed to saying, why would someone think like that?
Right.
See the difference in the tone? And well, of course, I put emphasis on it,
Right.
but even in the approach.
Right.
So when you do your questions, you even want to watch your body language. You want to watch your eye contact. You want to watch your hands, because people read into your body language when you're asking a question. Now, you could ask a question, say, well, why would we even want to do something like that? And look at my body language, look at my eye contact, listen to the tone. But if I say, so how could I apply that to this problem? That's showing what? Excitement. It's showing that you want to learn more. It's showing that you're leaning in, and then it's going to make them want to give you additional details. Now, one of the things that I do when I'm working with individuals, I find out their learning style. How best do they take in the information and process it? So I'm interested in, are they an auditory learner? Do they do better by hearing? Are they a kinesthetic learner, getting up and doing rhythm, interacting? Are they a visual learner by reading? And then are they the visual learner by seeing, and then you got the reading, the verbal learner by reading. And once I understand that, then that's how I speak when I'm delivering the answer to their question. And when you know your learning style, do not be ashamed to say, I'm a visual learner, so could you paint a picture for me? I like to know, how can I apply so-and-so and so-and-so? See what I just did? I told them what I was. I asked, could they paint the picture for me? And then I asked the question. So when I get ready to give you the answer, I should be giving you my answer in picture form. I should be describing it where you can actually literally be able to see it in your mind as I'm describing it to you, so you can immediately start applying it.
Absolutely. That's powerful, Maxine. Thank you so much. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, you need to bring it with Maxine Phillips McKoy. Ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Vaughan with you today. Matter of fact, I'm up it to 60 people. I want 60 people.
I'm loving this.
Yes, man. I'm doing what Brother ATS teaching us, man. Y'all need to up that to 60.
Mr. Kevin, welcome to the future, man.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We want your future to be bright. That's what Maxine is saying, ladies and gentlemen. That's what that's all about right there. Oops, right there. That's what that's all about, is to help you get to your future. Because I am convinced God wants you to win. He wants you to win. He told me that. He said, I want my people to win. But guess what? You got to do it his way, though. That's the caveat. So we want you to win, ladies and gentlemen. And Maxine is qualified to do that. Again, I want you to go to the LEVELLESS.co.com, LEVELLESS.co.com. You see the website right there. Y'all take a picture of this if you need to, and then check her out later on. Definitely set up an appointment with her as soon as possible. I love it. Well, Maxine, one thing we've got to do, we want to give you some, time flies when you're having fun. I love it.
I know.
We do. This is what we do. We're going to have Maxine. Maxine, you come back anytime you want to schedule it. So not a problem. So we will definitely have you back. This is your network too. And we're just looking forward to that. But Maxine, wanted to give you some final thoughts, if you don't mind, to wind us up in our next 5 minutes. Thank you so much. Give us some final thoughts. What you want us to do? Give us an action item or something.
Well, Kevin, first of all, thank you so much for this opportunity and for the platform that you're bringing forth to allow us to be able to come on and share these golden nuggets with the general population. And so, ladies and gentlemen, what I would say to you is see where it is that you want to go. Know that you have the abilities to get there, and believe in yourself. The most important thing is to believe in who you are. So thank you.
Amen. Thank you so much, Maxine. Such wisdom, ladies and gentlemen, from one of the best in the business, ladies and gentlemen. I want you guys to go to the website, LEVELLESSCO.com, and definitely get an appointment with Maxine Phillips McKoy. Also, too, I want to encourage groups, organizations, associations. Also, too, how about some of the school systems? And you guys, private and whatever the other ones are, and the public schools, the charter schools, y'all need to call Maxine, have her come in there virtually if that's what it takes, guys, and teach your team what you need to do better to get to the next level. You know, one of my favorite words, Maxine, is continuous improvement. That's one of my background areas. I love it. So we want you to continuously improve. But guess what? You got to have help. You got to have somebody like a Maxine in your life, ladies and gentlemen, that gives you the tools to help you succeed. But also, we want you to win at the less time possible, too. We don't want you to take 40 years to figure out what we talk about today.
That's right. That's right.
Maybe 40 hours, but not 40 years.
And tell them at least write one goal today that you're going to be doing.
There you go. I love it. In fact, that's a great thing. One goal. You can text or call or email on LEVELLESSCO.com. You can let Maxine know you got one goal that you heard on the network, okay? So if you guys want to send that to me, I'll forward it to her. But say you heard it on You Need to Bring It. Maxine said, put one goal down, send it to us, and we'll just say, hey, thank you so much, and we'll get you to Maxine so she can help you at the next level if you're ready for that as well. I love it. What a great, great day. Hey, without a doubt, Maxine, we give all glory and honor to the Lord.
Yes.
Amen. I am not going to be apologetic about that. Because
no, neither I. I agree with you.
And we thank God for everything. Woo! Thank you so much. And Maxine, we thank God for you and your family today and your network. We believe that your network is going to grow another 100-fold even as we speak. So thank you, Jesus, for that and the power of the Holy Spirit to move forward. Hey, guys, I want to hear from you guys on You Need to Bring It. I want you to hear what we did here today. Do you like it? I know you liked it, so that's not even an issue. So I want to hear from you on what you think we need to talk about. In fact, when we have Maxine back again, what topics do you want to hear that Maxine can help you with as well? Okay, you guys send those in, and we'll get those over to Maxine, and we'll work that out. Maybe next month or this month, whatever we can fit it in, guys, we'll have you back with Maxine to talk about your future. Discover how you can get and keep your dream profession, earn what you are worth, and create the career you want. And we thank God for our ATS family out there that's listening. Also, too, we thank God for the awesome and brilliant Mr. Antonio T. Smith Jr. Look him up on the network, ladies and gentlemen. Just Google Antonio T. Smith Jr. on Google, and you'll understand why we are excited about that.
Yes.
Amen. I love it. Well, Maxine, thank you so much for being with us today on You.
My pleasure.
What a great time. So much. Hey, you guys got the website, right? There you go, right there. Appreciate your time. Hey, we're going to be back with you guys in the future, okay? Be looking out on the network for this time. Hey, remember to always out love, out forgive, and out serve each other. And remember, Jesus is Lord. God bless you, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget, guys, you need to bring it. And guess what, Maxine? Tell your children that they need to bring it too.
That's right, all the time.
Okay, take them to another level. All right, God bless you, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you next time. Maxine, thank you so much for your time today as well on the network. God bless you.
My pleasure. Thank you.